Hey guys, Playtendoguy here, and today I'm bringing you my review of Dragon Quest VIII Journey of the Cursed King, a 3DS remake of the 2005 PlayStation 2 classic, but does this handheld version do the original justice? Let's find out. The story of Dragon Quest VIII starts off with a king and princess being turned into a green troll on a horse by a dark magician called Doomhangus, and to break the spell they must find the evil wizard with the help of the voiceless and nameless hero and his club-wielding friend Yangus. They set out on an adventure to put an end to this troublesome trickster. The story starts off simple enough, but certainly unfolds into something really enjoyable, as new characters and mini-dramas are regularly popping up throughout the story. Talking about the characters, the huge range of colourful and charismatic characters you'll meet during the adventure will certainly make your time in the world a pleasant one. The game plays out as a typical Dragon Quest title. You travel from place to place, meeting people and fighting enemies along the way, but what makes this so different is how quickly the pace is. You take control of the main character within seconds of starting the game, and you'll be fighting enemies not too long after. It's great to see an RPG starting off so quickly and keeping up the fast pace throughout the whole adventure, because some RPGs it can feel like a slog when you first start them, but not with Dragon Quest VIII. Battling enemies has also seen some great improvements. You no longer have to go through random encounters, instead all the enemies are visible as you wander through the game's world, very much like Dragon Quest IX. It's certainly a nice change of pace and does relieve the pain of constant random encounters. You can avoid all enemies on screen and head straight to the next dungeon or town, or grind your way as you can see all the enemies on the screen now. Battling in the game is very much similar to any other Dragon Quest game. You pick each of your party's members' abilities before each turn, and there's plenty of abilities your characters can do, such as your standard attack, magic, and items, but there's also an added strategy thanks to the tension system. With this ability, your character can spend a turn to psych up and raise their tension level. You can do this up to 4 times, and every time you build up tension, your attack can deal up to 5 times the amount of damage a normal attack can do. It reminds me of the default system in Bravely Default, and that's no bad thing. The game has a few big new additions for this 3DS version. First up is 2 fan favourite characters from the original. Red and Mori are now playable party members, which is cool. Also new and the best addition to the game is camera mode, which allows you to take photos throughout your adventure. The camera mode is easily activated by pressing the start button, and there you have plenty of options to fiddle about with to get the perfect picture. It's really nice to have a camera on hand to take a quick pic when you're playing a gigantic RPG. It worked really well with the recent Final Fantasy 15, and hopefully we'll see more of this in games in the future. The big open world is very easy to get around. The controls are real easy to use, especially the camera controls. You can swing the camera left and right with the L and R buttons and use the D-pad for up and down on the original 3DS. And those with the new 3DS can use the C-stick for camera duties. Whichever version of the 3DS you're playing the game on, controlling the camera is really easy, and that's great to hear. As this is a Dragon Quest game, it goes without saying that the soundtrack here is wonderful and certainly one of the best things about the game. From the iconic main theme to the brilliant battle and exploration themes, there's plenty of upbeat tunes to keep listening to. Also strong is the game's voice acting, which includes some accents from the British Isles, which certainly adds a lot of charm to the game. Graphically, the game can nowhere near match the beautiful cel-shaded art style of the original PS2 version, but that's not to say the game isn't a looker, because it is. The graphics on the 3DS look really good, and in all honesty I'd say it's one of the most impressive looking titles on the handheld. It handles the big open world with no problem at all, and it all runs incredibly smoothly to boot. It's also worth noting if you like playing your 3DS games with the 3D turned on, then you'll be a bit disappointed to hear that the game doesn't support 3D at all, which is a shame, but isn't a big deal at the end of the day. Conclusion time now, and I give Dragon Quest VIII Journey of the Cursed King a 9.5 out of 10 with the title of amazing. At the end of the day, Dragon Quest VIII is a phenomenal RPG that has certainly got better with age. With an enjoyable story and a huge range of likeable characters, Dragon Quest VIII just oozes charm. Its huge open world is a joy to explore, and the new 3DS editions certainly add to the experience. A stunning remaster that anyone with a slight interest in RPGs should try. The game is well worth a buy. Thank you for watching my review. Like, rate and subscribe. Until next time, happy gaming. Bye.